The pleasures of van life. Sometimes we have a view, sometimes not so much.
Hashtag van life. It got really cold last night and it's frozen.
We are more exposed to the weather, let's say, compared to those who live in normal houses, but it's fun. And sometimes you just throw tea outside of the door and it looks like, you know, yellow snow, and your husband goes outside to clear it so the neighbors don't see it. Call it van life or RV life. Today we are just gonna show you how we live in a van. Some of you are interested in our daily routine, so here you have it. Enjoy! Let me introduce ourselves. We are Steve and Az, and we travel full-time in our self-converted camper van, so come on with us. It has been snowing ever since this morning. A lot of people here at the RV park had their water freezing. I came to the park's cookhouse to wash some dishes. I can do dishes inside the van when it's in smaller amounts because right now we need to tweak some things in our water system. So when I have a lot of things like this, I'd rather come to the cookhouse and get them washed. It's been snowing for 2 days now. Steven is in the van doing some work. And there comes Steven. Hi, hubby. How's the snow treating you? I could use my sink in the van, but it's easier to wash it here. Steven ordered this basket from Amazon and it's super cool because I can take the dishes anywhere. I can also use it as a drying rack for the dishes and it collapses and it doesn't take as much space. I will leave the link to it in the description below because this is really great and it's a lifesaver, has helped me a lot. Laundry day and I brought some washing. These washing machines are card operated, which is great.
So we've come for a walk and you can see the little snowdrops coming up, whatever bulbs these are. I believe they may be snowdrops, eh Naz? Look at these beautiful little, I guess they're snowdrops, aren't they?
It was a long winter. It wasn't as bad as last year's, but we can do with some sunshine.
Yeah.
Had enough of it.
The snow is melting. Hooray! You don't want to play with this snow. But if you were a kid, we'd sure be playing with this, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah. So if you're a type of van lifer who never stayed at an RV park, this is roughly what an RV park looks like. Big trailers, you get motorhomes, you get all sorts of things.
So this park that we're staying at has a kind of more long-term area, which this is the area. There's another area way at the other side where there's more short-term campers that we're staying at. And then, as you can see, there's kind of some more smaller homes here even. So guys, as you can see, it's kind of a strange climate on the island. You have these flowers still kind of blooming and the hummingbirds seem to love them. And it's winter time, so you see the snow on the ground behind and yet you have flowers.
If you walk down here, there are tons of birds. Yes,
yeah, it's a bird sanctuary.
So there are tons of them down here. There are tiny chickadees. They like approaching people.
Yeah, we have a river. It's kind of a stream. It kind of goes down into estuary that goes into the ocean down that way.
The birds come and they eat from the rose hips.
So here you can see the birds starting to talk to you.
You belong here, you belong with me, everything's clear, if you choose to see, just imagine what our love could be, you belong here with me.
These are called the black-capped chickadees, and they're very friendly. We were just walking here and they started approaching. And if you lift your finger up high like this, they might land on your finger, or maybe not. I had about 6 of them landing on my hand one at a time. It's so amazing. They're all over. Although the birds are amazing, the amazing thing we're about to show you has not been shown to you yet.
Look here, the plateau.
We love coming up here because it's such a beautiful view. You have the sea on one side, a swamp on the other side, birds flying from side to side, and these trees here, you have to see this, guys. We are gonna send the drone up sometime so you guys can see all of this. This is just stunning.
Wow, look
Have
at
a look
this. Look at this moss, guys. Phenomenal.
Apparently, this moss has something to do with the air purity. If the air is really pure, this is what you get. It's like hair hanging down. Isn't this beautiful?
It's kind of a view of the park down there, the RV place. And here there's a swamp. Let's walk a little closer, carefully, because these shoes aren't the best for slipping, or should I say they aren't the best for not slipping. This is exquisite. So this is kind of a marshy area. You can see the ducks down there, and then you can see there the snow in the distance on kind of the fields up there.
This plateau really reminds me of my favorite movie, The Secret Garden from 1993.
Not the modern Secret Garden,
No,
the old Secret
Stay
Garden.
away from that, that's horrible. It tells the story of little Mary, that she is a little girl who grew up in India, and then her parents suddenly die and she goes to England where her parents were from, and now she's being raised by the uncle who she's never seen before in her life. Her aunt also died. Her aunt was twins with her mother, and she finds this secret garden that was left by her aunt who had passed away, and it's the most beautiful movie ever, and this place just reminds me of it. It's like a secret garden hidden up in the sky.
There's pretty much so many different types of vegetation and foliage up here. There's moss down on some of the lower vegetation as well. And as you can see, guys, there is moss, and it is so soft. Look at that. Wow, feels like a cushion. Get out of the rain?
I guess so.
Wow, look at this fungus on the ground. I wonder what type of fungus this is, Naz.
I have no clue.
Oh, there's more growing on the tree there. Look at that. A whole bunch of crab carcasses.
Few days have passed since we last saw you. The day started quite well. As you can probably see right now, you're seeing some footage from earlier. We went out for a walk. It was nice and sunny. We walked up to the plateau that is near the park, and we love going up there because it's nice and sunny. And then at about 1 p.m., a little past 1 p.m., it started hailing. And it's pretty dark outside now. You guys will see some footage of that too. Even though the weather has been a little crazy here in the island, it's still way better, or at least a little bit better than the mainland in Vancouver. At least that's what most of people say, and that's what we found out ourselves. So let's see what the weather has for us in a few days, because we are only staying here until the end of this month, which is nearing. And we are gonna go somewhere really nice. I wonder if you guys can guess. Well, you can already tell that when we are not traveling, our lives are just normal. We sit across from each other and we work. Not really different from any non-RVer. I guess it is a little bit. I had to come out to show the huge snowflakes that are falling here. I know I will regret because I'm getting all wet. I think I'm gonna go back to the van. Hope tomorrow we are not gonna be snowed in, because our van obviously is not a 4x4. Snow time is not really fun time for us, but this is pretty cool. If the snow doesn't stick to the floor, that's fine.